Bonjour, mes enfants. It's Uncle Dan, the Vinyl Man, back with another episode of Uncle Dan's Vintage Vinyl. And I'm going to be nice now. In fact, I'm going to be very nice. I did a video a few weeks ago on the great band Tuba Skinny. Great traditional jazz band out of New Orleans with brilliant Shay Cohen on cornet and Craig Fleury on reeds. Principally clarinet in that. There's a vocalist and a percussionist with the band, Erika Lewis. And Ms. Lewis earlier this year released this album, Erika Lewis, A Walk Around the Sun. This is the front of the album. This is the back cover. Shows her with her very lovely face. Not sure where that shot was taken, but certainly a very, very fine shot. Anyway, released on her own label, released by herself, and published by herself. It was produced by John James Tourville, who also performs on the album, and engineered and mixed by Andrea Tokic at the Bomb Shelter in Nashville, mastering by John Baldwin. Sarah Danziger is the photographer. Album designed by Gina Leslie and dressed by Kathleen Doherty. And it is a very nice dress, I must say. Leopard skin dress. The album is, I haven't counted up how many songs are on it. 12 songs. So 12 songs, all about 3 minutes in length or so. It is a kind of, you might call it singer-songwriter. That can get a bad rap. Some of it is a little country sounding. Certainly not modern country, but some country sounds. I'm sometimes reminded a bit of Nico Case. In this a little bit, there's some things that remind me of the Jayhawks. Those are people I happen to like a great deal, and so that may be why that thought comes to mind for me. Anyway, I think just a great album, beautifully done album, and I've been listening to it for a number of weeks now. Listened to it off and on, trying to think of what to say. Great vocals, great musicianship, very well recorded, very sensitively and well recorded. I like a recording where there's a sense of kind of space around the recording, where I have a sense of the artist being in a place, and I have that here with these. A little bit of reverb. It sounds like natural reverb applied, but not too heavily. The musicians, in addition to Erika Lewis, include Shay Cohen from Tuba Skinny, but Ms. Cohen here is playing, fiddle and piano on some, and also contributing some harmony vocals on others. I believe she's playing piano. And a fair range of musicians on this. I don't know these outside of and maybe I should, but I don't know them outside of Erika Lewis and Shay Cohen from Tuba Skinny. But I do know that I'm going to drop the needle on one album, First Love, with vocals by Erika Lewis, Shay Cohen on fiddle, harmony vocals, and Wurlitzer. Let me add the fact that Shay Cohen is a brilliant cornetist and also a lovely fiddler and plays piano very beautifully. Man, it's kind of disgusting. She does all of that. John James Tourville plays electric guitar, acoustic guitar, and auxiliary percussion on here. Jack Lawrence, electric bass, and Billy Contreras on strings for this piece I'll drop a little bit on. Drop the needle on for a little bit. Now, I got a copyright claim. I hope I don't get a copyright strike. This is intended as a review of this album. And to review records, you really, to provide any sort of reasonable review, it really makes sense to provide some music from it. Anyway, I've listened to it. I'm not sure which song is my favorite on here because they're all excellent. I mean, it's, you know, one of the crazy things is, you know, this is a great album, and it was self-release. But I remember that, you know, Zoe Muth, I think in 2009. I don't have any vinyl by Zoe because I don't think she released any vinyl. But for her first album with Lost High Rollers, won some awards, and it was released by her, done by her alone. So, you know, individuals can do just great stuff and put out great stuff on self-recorded. You know, they pay, you know, everything on their own nickel and get it done. They don't have to be on major labels. This album, I just, you know, if you love good vocals, she has a very fine voice, very fine songwriting. The songwriting is intelligent and good. And some of it is just is very sad. A lot of the songs are very sad, a little more wistful than anything else. But yeah, great songwriting, great vocals, great music, great performances by everyone. Everyone is, you know, no one is trying to take over from the songs. Everyone is working toward the songs. I think it's fabulous. This is a great album. Doesn't surprise me. Knowing Tuba Skinny, I thought that Erika Lewis's album would be stellar, and it is. So I'm gonna drop the needle now on First Love, and I don't know if this was Erika Lewis's first love. It is sung about a woman. She was my very first love. She was my heaven above. She was my angel on high. She was my reason to cry. And you know, in some ways, it can sound kind of trite, but some great songs have very simple lyrics. But anyway, I'm going to drop the needle now. I've got it on my FFYX T1804 turntable, nice modern Japanese turntable with an Audio-Technica AT OC9XEN going into a Cambridge Duo preamp, and then the auxiliary section of my Sensui AU5500, and then into Small's Pioneer CS, I forget what they are, CS150s, I think. I can't remember. CS31, CSA31s. Anyways, three-way 12-inch, three-way speakers, 12-inch woofers. They're not supposed to have great bass reproduction, but I don't play a lot of really terribly bass-heavy music anyway. Anyway, let's drop the needle on this. I'll talk over some of it, but maybe to try to avoid the copyright claim. But just give you a little taste of this here. I like that guitar work at the beginning. I think that's very lovely. Very tasteful guitar. Nice reverb on the guitar, but this, when I first heard it, I was like, oh man, I thought, man, this is hitting home for Uncle Dan. This is sounding good for me. Yeah, just beautiful guitar work. Really love this. And then,
she was my very first love.
Oh yeah, that's sweet, man. I think.
She was my heaven above.
Clearly some reverb there, and maybe some added on reverb, but it sounds awfully good. So
she was my angel on high.
Here they give room for her voice in here, so you can hear her.
She was my reason to cry.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
Been counting moments too long.
I heard this, and I was actually put this on the first time. I was busy, and I put it on, was doing some other stuff. I heard this, I just came and stood in front of the turntable a while to listen to it. And it's just gorgeous. Anyway, Uncle Dan the Vinyl Man, rush out and get this. Really, rush out and get this. Buy this album. support this great individual artist. Thank you. Uncle Dan the Vinyl Man saying as always, mais enfants. Au revoir. Et aussi, à bientôt.